Infatti tu c'è il flow di sabbia, voglio che si sappia quando rapida Maria, poi ti mandano in sfida, ma c'hai la maglia sfiga. 1, 2, 3, tu non mi batti neanche se ti fai un trip, e non venirmi più a parlare di pop, se sei cristiano ma gioio, why oh, Sinatra. 1, 2, 3, c'è un flow gigante manco fossi zio Phil, e tu che fai lezioni a tutti di pop, sei cristiano ma gioio, why oh. Sono un surfista di generazioni, controcorrente James Joyce, cresta dell'onda, Beach Boy. Non temo il suono che cambia, chi pensa che sto ruolo faccia di me un poco di buono. Merda secchi, cresciuto in uno stato comandato da vecchi, dove il futuro sono i vecchi. Nel culo a chi si costruisce da zero e poi arriva a 100, moltiplicando il suo talento, accendo luci in tempi bui, topo di strada schillato dentro il cappello, manovro ratatouille. Ringrazio quello che fui, miro sempre al futuro, stile da sogno, feng shui. A chi è ancorato nel passato, il presente lo consuma nel chakra. Carta vetrata, la vita è una e non s'accanna. Firmato Giovanna, dal cuore tuo Street Sinatra. Back on the track Street Sinatra, perché incolpi me se tu non ce l'hai fatta. Cazzo vuoi da me se volevi fare la star e non hai avuto le palle di mollare mamma e papà. Mi fai viaggi tipo la storia infinita, io faccio perreare sta bebesita sul suono del sitar. Vuoi fare Tarzan nella mia vita, infatti torni a casa e trovi cita. Flow come mamma mi ha fatto, puro fuoco sopra il tempo è un dato di fatto. E mi dispiace se non hai fan nel tuo palazzo, vieni qua che ti offro un ghiaccio, sei un bravo ragazzo ma non puoi capire. Salta il locale per aria, ogni qualvolta schiaccio play su da questa sicaria. Questa roba è contagiosa, tipo malaria, non puoi farmene una colpa e non per il cash ma perché non c'è stile. 1, 2, 3, tu non mi batti neanche se ti fai un trip, e non venirmi più a parlare di pop, se sei cristiano ma gioio, why oh. Sinatra. 1, 2, 3, c'è un flow gigante manco fossi zio Phil, e tu che fai lezioni a tutti di pop, sei cristiano ma gioio, why oh. Sinatra. 1, 2, 3, tu non mi batti neanche se ti fai un trip, e non venirmi più a parlare di pop, se sei cristiano ma gioio, why oh. Sinatra. 1, 2, 3, c'è un flow gigante manco fossi zio Phil, e tu che fai lezioni a tutti di pop, sei cristiano ma gioio, why oh. Sinatra.
E tu fai lezioni di pop, Max?
Beh, certo. Each one teach one, come
esatto,
ci hanno insegnato.
Le puoi fare perché sei Max Ambassador, non sei quell'altro, insomma. Comunque spacca, guarda, adesso non so se avevi seguito l'altra puntata, avevamo detto che appunto contattato, lui dice no, è solo un episodio del lockdown, non torno a rappare, così ha detto Joan Shedai, però è un peccato. Ti piaceva Joan Shedai nel...
Beh, certo, io con lui e con la sua crew abbiamo fatto varie collaborazioni a suo tempo, perché diciamo che nel territorio del nord-est comunque c'era molta affiliazione, c'era molta collaborazione, soprattutto loro che erano in territorio goriziano, quindi terra di frontiera, erano un po' isolati lì, quindi ogni volta che c'erano degli eventi a Padova o nel resto del Veneto ci si beccava spesso, abbiamo fatto varie collaborazioni, anche dei live insieme.
Sì, adesso lui come attività si è dato proprio al DJing.
Sì, lo so. Fa una serata di latino, mi pare, no?
Fa anche del reggaeton, sì, però lui è uno di quei DJ che ha quella selecta, diciamo 360, dove proprio in base a come il flusso del pubblico è molto divertente.
Sì.
Tra l'altro la cosa buona ovviamente prima di marzo, perché ormai tutto fermo, dicevo prima di marzo si parlava proprio di riuscire a fare una serata da noi invece nel nord-est, zona Torino, però il problema era che erano sempre occupati, quindi vuol dire che le serate andavano forte.
Sì, so di questa serata, questo format che riesce a farla in maniera itinerante lui in giro.
Esatto, poi cercheremo di tirarlo in mezzo, è uno di quelli che però sei ancora un po' reticente. Detto questo, invece oggi, come abbiamo annunciato, i Juggaknots sono già connessi con noi, sono nel backstage, quindi andrei a introdurli. Tra l'altro oggi il loro giorno di ferie, perché è il giorno del ringraziamento in America.
Esatto, è l'unica occasione in cui li abbiamo trovati liberi a quest'ora qui, quindi
Perché lì sono le 10 del
preso la palla al balzo e questa giornata di ringraziamento ringraziamo loro.
Esatto, loro sono le 10 del mattino, normalmente di lavoro fanno gli insegnanti, quindi sono abbastanza pieni. Quindi
sono miei colleghi. Diciamo.
Esatto, infatti prima in fuori onda vi stavate già scambiando skills da professori. Allora, facciamo entrare, ecco qua. Welcome everybody.
Welcome to our program, live and direct.
Hey, what's up?
We got
Hello. Hi.
So we got the facts. We want to use it. So welcome everybody. I think that there is some problem of connection because
I heard some.
Yeah,
Breeze.
I heard the crowd cheering.
That's
what's up.
Good. Welcome, Breeze. So, it's been a long time. We haven't heard from you. Are you working on your solo projects in this period? What is in the pipeline? What is in the works right now?
Well, I mean, Queen Heroin had a couple projects out fairly recently. So y'all gotta check those if y'all haven't. Juggaknots has been a while. It's definitely been a minute since we have put out anything specifically under the name Juggaknots. 2006. So it's been a minute. But there's been different collaborations, but there is a full length on the way. It's a solo project for me. That should be out probably within the next 2 months. So I'm happy about that. We've had some music from that during the election cycle. There was a song called Devil's Advocate that came out with some criticisms for the outgoing president of the United States. So
it's fine that you say you don't say the name, you say the outgoing president.
Yeah, it's the official name. I think because probably doesn't even deserve to be named. Right?
It's he who shall be not named, and I'm not going to put his last name next to president because that combination never made sense to me.
Yeah, it's an oxymoron, right? It's an oxymoron. We can call it like
it's oxymoron. Yes,
isn't that one of the
English
joints?
Teachers. Yeah, there's actually a joint on the album about oxymoron. So it's crazy that you bring that.
Yeah, well, it's telepathy, I guess.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's what it is. International telepathy.
Okay, let me translate this for a second for our listeners. Allora abbiamo chiesto sui nuovi progetti da parte dei Juggaknots, ci hanno aggiornato che stanno lavorando a progetti solisti, soprattutto hanno fatto di recente un brano proprio mirato a un ex presidente di un paese superpotenza, non nominiamo quale sia. E, nel frattempo stanno anche raccogliendo materiale perché in un prossimo futuro faranno anche un lavoro collettivo come Juggaknots e probabilmente più in là nel tempo ora devono un po' vedere come va avanti. Comunque hanno anche dei progetti solisti. Ricordiamo che i Juggaknots sono una formazione diciamo cosiddetta sibling centric, che vuol dire di fratelli e sorelle, uno dei pochi casi storici all'interno del hip hop, direi, di formazione formata da fratelli e sorelle, quindi confratelli, se si può usare questa terminologia. Yeah, I was saying, you're one of the rare examples of sibling-centric lineup and group in hip-hop. That's very curious, and it's very unique to see. So how did you first... what was your first imprinting with hip hop, and when did you decide to dedicate yourself to it 100%, the whole 9 yards?
You want to take that, P?
I feel like Slim should take that question.
Is Slim here?
He's here indirectly. Kev, come take this question. Okay, so until he's here, why don't you take it, Breeze? I'm the youngest, so I feel like it should go eldest. It should go in chronological.
So since I'm 4 years older than Queen Heroine, so I picked it up pretty close to the inception, and honestly, it was part of growing up. So we saw it, and it it was all it was all phases. Like there were block parties, the trains had graffiti. We would steal boxes from one of the grocery stores near us, and we like tie them all together and like tape them all together, and we tag on that for us who weren't brave enough to hit up the yards, and then we would break dance on that so that we wouldn't break our backs. So
multitasking boxes then.
Yeah,
I remember seeing them do that in the kitchen in the old house. I remember y'all doing that. We would take those boxes, and break dance
on them. So it was all around. It was ubiquitous, and the rhyming didn't start for me until. I mean, you would rhyme and like try to say everybody else's songs. I remember, saying daha and all that, just like Big said. And the radio, luckily, it was on Fridays and Saturday nights. That was the best hip hop radio time leading up to that moment. And it was those were on the big radio stations. So you heard a lot of hip hop, and you taped hip hop, and I don't know how we couldn't have done it. To be perfectly honest, I'm not sure how we couldn't have done it. And then the rhyming for me started around 12. So at 12 is when I wrote rhymes that I could remember, and I started being brave enough to actually share with people. So that was the start for me. And at that time, when I was just starting, maybe a year or two later, Slim was already out performing and like doing shows, and he was a DJ / MC. So that made him more marketable. And it first started at like parties at the YMCA, the boys club, and then house parties, everybody's house party. There was some like bootleg DJ setup with a little mic input. And then before you knew, you were in somebody's basement rhyming, and everybody was coming with their rhymes. So that was just really a part of
a natural growth.
It was so organic. It wasn't like,
spontaneous.
And it wasn't like everybody was doing it, because at the same time it was new. So it was like certain cats were like, sounds cool, but I do sports, and it was like, it sounds cool,
I just listened to it.
There were a lot of people who it definitely wasn't everybody trying to do it, but as far as like being an audience to it, you really didn't have a choice. Slick Rick lived on our block. We would see Slick Rick. So Jules and all, driving around. He had 2 cars. I remember he had like a bootleg car, and he had a fly car. So it was like, oh, there go Rick going to the cleaners, and it would be like his Sentra. And then it would be like, okay, there go Rick with some girls, and it would be the Pathfinder. Now it was what was it? It was a Land Rover. So he had a couple of cars. He had a Jewel. So it was like you saw Rick around the corner down the block. We lived in a part of the Bronx right next to Mount Vernon. So I would go chill with my friends in Mount Vernon. You would see Heavy D riding a bike. You know what I mean? It was like
crazy.
I mean, at the time, we didn't think nothing of it. It was just like there goes, there goes Dwight, and then later, it was Heavy D, and Rick automatically was a star. So it was like we had the tapes. We had all of the tapes before he was signed to Def Jam. So I remember playing like Lottie Dottie, like the version that everybody had, but even the other versions that ended up making up the album, we had those too, because Rick, he would, just the tapes got around. So it was like, I was an indie in town, what spots my eye? Like the version that ended up on the Def Jam joint, we heard a dirtier version just on the block. So it was a beautiful thing, man. Like it was a part of it. And it was just like, for me as a dude who loved books And I'm an English teacher now. I was always into literature. It just seemed to me like the most fun challenge that I could have as a young man. So that was, kind of how it started for us as a setting. Hip hop was a setting for us.
Yeah, fascinating. Let me translate this for a sec for the listeners. Allora ci ha raccontato degli inizi di qual è stato il primo imprinting con la cultura hip hop. Nel suo quartiere c'erano già vari writers che si muovevano, quindi loro andavano al supermercato, prendevano i cartoni al supermercato e li usavano a multiuso sia per fare i loro tag, i loro bubbles, che anche per ballarci su a livello di breaking. E poi è stata una cosa molto naturale, nel senso che andavano alle feste o ascoltavano la radio il fine settimana, i venerdì e i sabati, e lì in quell'occasione lì c'era la possibilità di fare un po' di hosting, di farsi conoscere, prendi in mano un microfono, e quindi da lì nasce quella passione. Tra l'altro il quartiere loro era pieno di personalità, di speaker che poi si sono rivelate pionieri. Parliamo di Slick Rick, che pur essendo di origine britannica e britannico di nazionalità, comunque è cresciuto nel Bronx ed abitava proprio nel suo isolato, e quindi ha avuto anche modo di aver materiale da condividere con personalità di spicco, come Heavy D, come anche Heavy D, che era nel stesso quartiere. Quindi avevano la possibilità di avere delle anteprime assolute, come la prima versione o le versioni mai uscite ufficialmente di Lari Dari e di altri brani.
Bomba.
E quindi era una cosa molto organica, molto spontanea per tutti loro.
Bene, allora, visto che abbiamo parlato di alcuni parti iniziali, no? C'è un contributo veramente figo da poter condividere con tutti. Quella volta che loro fecero presso da B-Street una live session con i Company Flow.
Esatto, here we have a live video of yours at Fat Beats, right? It was at Fat Beats that you did like a live session.
Okay.
We're going to play it so the listeners can understand what you mentioned earlier, with that block parties and, improvising, having live sessions. So we're going to listen to it and then we'll comment it together.
Cool.
What? Check it out, bust it. It's like this, what? It's like this, what? It's like this, bust it, then bust it. Fucking with a nigga like myself, you learn to spell the verbs, get social records. Someone else that holds one that could use a loser. The clubbing to the cabin to your lonesome, but you like, look everybody, I'm a silly microphone crumb. You wanna tend to me, I'm flowing attention vocally. Verse team on universe, me by your squad is mentioned locally, but mentioned jokingly. Hey, yo, them niggas ain't the comic, ain't the comic, niggas gutsy. After the disavowal, and no fuck around. I lead up for your shorty with the crew and she be raising hands. She wanna take me dreads and throw to you a little stinger. Why should I bring a bit of me, a bitterly jealous? Forever living crazy mind and trying to tell us how you do it. I'm devouring you with simple shit, don't get props. Don't let me bring it, God, I'm swinging hard like little kid Bob. The front I keep the tone vexing, but to the head stay pleasant to the ears. And sting the Lauren Hill on phone selection. Relentless poetic mind never ceases infinity. Forever smoking the mic, lyric contact got me open naturally high. You don't need to pass the duchy. I'm the living circle, dot, dot. Nobody can touch me. At my close, I'm most exhausted. My blower when I rap it strictly. I can't believe he just did that shit material. Who can't think straight sober? My clothes over your head. I enjoy the aerial view. Focus from the bird's eye. In my scenario, the dominance of beating weakness. My boat rushing like dirty communists. Raising my iron curtain reveal. My words the gospel, no apples of giant serpents. The enlightened apostle, J. Traps. Our lace heads, like tennis players top seated. Not needed to cause a racket. Or from the menace, my words speak for themselves, so feel me. Cause on the mic, I've got more presence than attendance. In a class of schizophrenics here. Straight to that, the raps. Intoxicating, got your craving, my living proof. Make sure to speech your mom. Tore from just the flow, but past the liquor, it's over. Any daddy when twisted, I get open like Asian fly. Company flow, the fire in which you burn slow. I remain indelible. Stay trend, juggernaut. The touch the flame, you are not. I remain indelible. Check. I am on digital slides for what I'm worth alongside four terrible surgeons who plug common perspectives on what and how to get lit. That's flaming Molotov shit. Unstoppable identities and movable all in space split. This no germ got his own prisons in the contact. Walking on 5 lines, doing this we grow way beyond growing control. Let them be kingers, introduce myself as a mistake. Slip through the grills with a straight and raw stuff. Sharp in the gut. Now they can all become one of the flies when it's in the diseases of the minds. Rolling up like tribes to destroy you get zapped with dead eyes. The fight back to duck and you the fuck up in the touch. The group parts you be seeking your support group can protect you from the bug rush. I'm on the slip on sitting Mickeys and talks who never formed. When an unprecedented interference display these miles of storm. I wasn't born in amazing, but I still received 3 gifts. Alphabetically listed as baked justice, the lighted eye. See the film creature scurry, I had to kill a caution. Try to murder for the pile, but you took the my motherfucking portion. Grades with my excrement, bitch, parody or insanity, my clarity. Not to mention convention is a great war weapon. Disguised under the guise of institutionalism, but still prison. The bad patriotism, who stands and falls with the DJ calls like an ass crack. On the mic, I keep tabs like Timothy Leary and or ass cap. The high long is not rustably overrated. As a smoking dust, the signing contracts haven't been thoroughly negotiated. Coming in when we can laugh like cockroaches and divide us when every rhyme becomes the official new blueprint for wannabe writers. Catch a smack to the face on principle. Even when I say nothing, it's a beautiful use of negative space. And that was invincible. LP, don't forget the fucking name. Come on, boy, don't forget the shit. I know these sounds the same. You get when two elements get together and they subtract.
Yeah, it don't look like similar the new Trappers.
Totally different scene, huh?
Yeah. So,
the real
what
authentic
happened?
stuff back in the days.
Yeah.
Totally different vibe. Huh?
Rough, rugged.
It's almost like two different sports, if you ask me about it.
just something like this, yes. So, Breeze became Freeze and disappeared. Okay.
He's coming
we
back
got
in.
It. Yes, we got it.
Yeah, I got kicked a couple times, but that's cool.
Nope.
I'm back.
No, but that was cool because I recognize a lot of, a lot of other artists in that joint. So, if I'm not mistaken, the Arsonists, one of the guys, Q Unique from the Arsonists. Yeah. Other than El Producto, of course. Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
So how did you liaise with those artists back then? How was it? Was it very natural, spontaneous, like it was a consolidating a network?
Honestly, it was. Yeah, it wasn't that difficult. Like, the hub was probably, there were two places that I would say really facilitated that. Obviously, the 89 Tech 9 radio show, we all listened, and then Bob and Stretch would be like, all right, there's an event coming up.
You got cut off again.
Yes.
Okay, no problem. Queen Heron.
Yes.
So what about you? You were mentioning that you followed your brother's steps a couple of years later on, and how did you get into that circuit?
Yeah, I mean, I think followed is a good word. It was just what was in the environment. So, it was home. We were all living in the same home. We were originally, from the Bronx. So it's like, that's the origin of hip hop right there. And so it was just lifestyle. It was, like Bree said, setting. It's a good word. So you have the external setting, environment, school, streets, everything that was happening that you were seeing, and then coming home. I remember after school, absorbing what was happening, both with Slim, Fever, and Breeze, between the production, the DJing, listening, hearing the music, and then seeing Breeze writing, Slim writing, studio sessions. That first album, I was pretty young when that came out. I want to say that I was probably about 14. And as well, I started writing at 12 too. So it was just environment. And the inspiration of that, how could you not be inspired between seeing it outside, hearing it on the radio, video music box after school every day, watching videos, special ed, like Bree said, Slick Rick. I remember, I don't know if it's Bree, we weren't together. I remember seeing Rick pull up to the cleaners on Baychester, like pop out here, like blue tints, sky blue tints. I was like, who the hell is that pulling up in a Rolls Royce with like blue tints? And I was like, oh.
Yeah, I remember the Rolls. I remember the Rolls.
But it was like sky blue tints. It was so dope. So I was like, who's that? It just came with mad shirts and just, so, you know, it was just environment. But yeah, similarly 12. Similarly 12, right? And since I was 12, and then just being inspired from seeing what they were doing, hearing the things I was hearing, and I think it was just a natural progression for me to want to be part of that as well.
Okay, let me translate telegraphically if I can. Sì, abbiamo appena visto questo reperto, questo documentario di una jam che c'era al Fat Beat, che era uno dei negozi dischi nonché etichetta underground indipendente, che in quel tempo era molto seminale di quello che era il movimento underground in quel periodo. E ho chiesto anche a Queen Heroin di come lei ha seguito le orme dei suoi fratelli, ed era tutta una questione di ambiente, di circuito circostante che diventava una assimilazione, un processo di assimilazione molto naturale, un'osmosi culturale, e quindi era molto naturale poi voler appartenere a quel mondo. Ricordiamo che in quel quartiere lì hanno, come abbiamo detto in introduzione, c'era Slick Rick che spesso anche passava al pulisecco con la sua Rolls Royce, con i suoi macchinoni, e aveva delle tendine molto stravaganti, azzurre, e quindi lo si riconosceva e faceva vedere sempre questo oro scintillante che aveva sui suoi collanoni, e quindi questo era un po' il tempo.
Sono cresciuti un po' col mito del rapper che c'era riuscito, insomma.
Esatto. Sentiamo ora Kev, so Buddy. So what about the music back then? So the role of the DJ initially was more dominant, more prominent, more primary, and then somehow the role of MC took over the role of DJ. So at the beginning, we always had like Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five. We had DJ Cash Money and Marvelous, DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince, etc., etc. So mostly the DJ was the headliner initially, but then gradually things flipped, huh? So how did that come about, you think?
I think that's a great observation. Yeah, I think it's kind of like, oh wow, kind of like the essence of hip hop. That it's more about giving than receiving. Getting a lot of feedback there.
Yeah.
Queen Harriman, maybe cut your mic off.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to
If
pull
you
my
can.
volume down.
All right, try now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're definitely correct. I remember one of the first records I used to really play a lot was like Eric B. for President. You know, like 86 was really a great time.
Exactly.
And it was, like I said, kind of celebrating the DJ, because I think that was like the foundation. You know, the great thing about hip hop, especially around those times, and Breeze alluded to it a little bit earlier.
I'm gonna leave. Oh, damn, getting, oh, shit. Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Right now we can close and open the mics. Maybe is okay. Kev, are you in or freeze?
No, I think he's in. So, what are the main differences that you have noticed in the way that hip hop is perceived nowadays, or what is allegedly referred to as hip hop?
We don't listen nothing.
We can't hear anything.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear. Yeah,
right.
yeah. Now I
Cool.
can hear you now.
Yeah, I think like hip hop, man. It's hard to put a finger on what it is now. And honestly, I think it was maybe even difficult to ever put a finger on it. You know what I mean?
It goes beyond boundaries. Yeah, sure.
You know, it started out, it came from nowhere, it was unprecedented. And then you take something that's totally unprecedented, that's born on just destroying all limitations. So you find music and sounds from wherever. And then, you know, who started with that? Maybe, you know, you could give credit to people like Prince Paul, and, you know, who just decided like everything is open season. Like everything can be utilized to make this art form. And then we took that and we like tried to put fences and stuff around that and say, all right, well, you can't do that, you can't use that. And when we had rules and unofficial rules and standards, I mean, you know, Biden was a no. It was a no. And like now it's like I don't even know if people even care about that no more. But a lot of these sensibilities, like it's I can't front. It's ingrained in me. I know it's ingrained in my squad. So it's like there's certain things that I'm just like, well, that's been done, so I ain't really trying to do that. So it's hard because you're trying to break ground and do new stuff, and then when you do new stuff, people are like, oh, that's not hip hop.
Yeah.
You know, it's like cats are like, yo, man, there's too much sense in that. That's not hip hop. And I'm like, for real? So it's tricky, you know, like to try to put a finger on it. This certain stuff I have no interest in. I probably will never do a trap record, but I'm not saying that all trap should not, you know, doesn't have a claim to the lineage of what trap got here through hip hop. So if trap's one of our sons, then how do we go and just disown one of our sons? Is it a disrespectful child? I don't know. I mean, at the end of the day, it's just not my cup of tea. Maybe it's just like there's some producer that you know will come along and blend it all together and it'll make sense. I think the kid Hit Boy, who to me is producer of the year, he's like the best example of a dude who has taken the boundaries and pushed them, but he's obviously still his foundation is obviously good hip hop,
authentic.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like when you hear the joint he did for Nas and then you hear the joint you did for Benny, there's such a wide sonic, you know, palette that he reaches from, and he continues to just add to it. I think that's exciting. And that's nothing against everybody who straight up, you know, is good with the 4 on the floor, kick, snare, hi-hat. You can still get a beat like that I could play 100 times in a row and I'll never get tired of. But to hear these cats go just, you know, looking for sound sources that haven't been utilized yet and doing things effect-wise that haven't been done yet, you know, I think, you know, like that's exciting. Like we need that. We need that. So it's hard because it's like you got the purist who's obviously limited and has a certain set of requirements, but then you also have the adventurer who is trying to push hip hop beyond limits that's never been done before. So that's
he's a precursor. He's like a precursor of the next step.
Yeah, there has to be a next. There has to be a next because that's how we got here.
Yeah, that's how hip hop grew into what it was and is. Somehow maybe not on the surface, but it still exists, huh? So you had the native tongue tribe, then you had Gangstar, Dream Warriors. Then you had Arrested Development with Life Music. Then you had Atlians and Outkast and Goody Mob. Then you had PE, Disposable Heroes of Hypocrisy. Then you had Juggaknots. Then you had GOT FLAVA.
Yeah, you had us. Yeah, you had our era. You know, and we definitely added to it. But I'm sure at the time, some of the stuff we were doing, people were like, I don't know about that. Them words are too big or whatever.
Yeah, because
it's just I like words.
At the end of the day, it's all about media brainwashing people into thinking into boxes and labels. That's the whole problem.
But I feel like they're actually like losing their stranglehold, because if you look at the latest Grammys nominations, it was so encouraging, you know, to see something like that Freddie Gibbs Alchemist album be nominated. But at the same time, I saw that and I was like, if that's going to be nominated, what about this album and what about that album? You know what I mean? So, but it's a step in the right direction.
Yeah,
if they end up winning with that, well, then, you know.
It breaks the ice. It's like it starts penetrating. Huh?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Good. Let me telegraphically do a briefing on this for the listeners.
Yeah, good luck with that
one. Ok, sì, è un brainstorming qui in studio, è difficile darvi esattamente la traduzione letterale di tutto quello che ci siamo detti. Comunque abbiamo parlato di come le cose sono cambiate e come oggigiorno purtroppo ci sono molte etichette, molti limiti che vengono imposti e inscatolati dai mass media, di come invece, pur non necessariamente essendo la nostra prerogativa, comunque alcune forme di quello che viene interpretato come rap oggigiorno, come anche il figlioccio che può essere il genere chiamato trap, comunque anche se le priorità sono cambiate, c'è chi riesce a fare in quell'ambito lì qualcosa che è riconducibile alla radice originaria.
Sì, esatto,
quindi
non tanto nel linguaggio, ma nel
nell'attitudine, nell'approccio,
perché poi quella è la cosa fondamentale,
nello spirito.
Il gusto e l'attitudine. Io prendo sempre ad esempio il pezzo di Joy Badass, Devastated, è assolutamente un pezzo trap, ma c'ha un gusto assolutamente hip hop. Ti faccio finire, Max, poi dopo mandiamo un pezzo.
Sì, ma mandiamo un pezzo, assolutamente. Yeah, let's listen to some of your material. Cosa vuoi mettere ora? Mettiamo qualcosa di Queen Harry.
Esatto, If Not.
If Not. So this is your track. So how would you present this track, Queen? What is this track about? And
so this was can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay, cool. So this is an EP that was done approximately like maybe about a year. Well, it was put out about a year ago, roughly about a year ago. And this particular one was like, I guess if you want to say the single off of it, if not Him, then Who. Just what was going on during the time. And, you know, as we use the music to fuel, you know, what's we're either thinking, feeling, etc. It was just one of those things. And the track was produced by an artist called MP out of Memphis. And I love the track. As soon as I heard it, it just hit really hard, and I automatically just wanted to write to it, and I did. So just a quick little project, and it was the first one that was really released off of it. Really the only one.
È il progetto solista di Queen Harvin, ce l'andiamo ad ascoltare con un produttore di Memphis. Buon ascolto.
him, then who? What's a girl to do? What's a girl to do? True. If not him, then who? If not him, then who? If not him, then who? What's a girl to do? What's a girl to do? Shoot. I put my all in this. Swear on the King James Version order list. Is this my calling, Chris? I fucking lost my shit, or did I forfeit it, or did I fall for it? My brother warned me not to be soft like this. Said men were all the same, torturous. Was that the torch that lit the way to my daunting grip on this reality? Or was that just my fatality, masking me as negative Jane? Now I'm lost, lame, and blurred lanes, never to be the same. Wild beast, you can't tame. Crazy like you know who's past campaign. Can we make it great again? This is a major pain. This is a major pain. This is a major pain in my heartstrings, haunting like the movies you love. Pray to the one above. Is this love, Bob Marley? Cause we talk hardly. Keep this up, the knock got me for sedatives. Can I live? Can we live? Do we split? Omit the shit that rips in the fabric of the magic carpet we once drifted upon at dawn. You was my Aladdin, or do we admit we both got some bad habits that crash at it like meteorites? Can't get it right. All we do is fight. Despite that, I'm up at night wondering. If not him, then who? If not him, then who? If not him, then who? What's a girl to do? What's a girl to do? Shoot.
The question is automatic. Why blonde?
Why not? I like blonde. It's fun. I'm about to go back. The gray hairs are showing. I don't like that.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Thanks. Ironically, I have that same shirt on. That's crazy that you played that. It's funny. Really, you're on a lot of telepathy today. A lot of
it's a deja. It's a rendezvous with the deja vu.
It's a rendezvous with the deja vu. What you gonna do?
Coming through again. Yeah. So, what else? You mentioned in the opening about the new upcoming collective work.
I'm not hearing you too clear. I'm sorry. I might have to have you repeat that. I'm sorry.
Okay, yeah. So, in the works, you have a joint project, again, as Juggaknots in the near future. So, when can we expect this album, this collective album?
I'm still not hearing you so good. I heard future. It sounded like a trap song.
I can hear you.
Right quick. Breeze said trap.
I heard it.
Can you hear it, Breeze?
I got you. Yeah.
Okay, you can answer, Breeze.
As far as as far as the Juggaknots project, I can't. There's no forthcoming upcoming date on that.
I think I'm gonna try
that joint, but there is a Breeze Brewing solo joint that I'm very excited about, and it's got it's a lot of music. It's just me, and it's still we're putting it out our label Matic Entertainment with Fat Beats. So really excited about that. That should be out in the next 2 months.
Cool. Allora,
everything. We're trying to do some videos, but it's tricky with the COVID. So that's a little problematic. You don't want to endanger anybody.
It's a sort of exclusive, European exclusive that we got the news that two months ago go away new material from you.
Yeah, it's exciting, man. It's got production by some heavy hitters. It's got us on there producing. It's got Marco Polo did a joint.
Yeah.
Cool.
My dude Mace from Maceo, DJ Maceo from De La did a joint.
Wow.
It's got some dudes that are just kind of hitting on the scene that you don't know, but you will know.
Anticipated.
And and it's you know, I mean, my man Seb Bash out of Switzerland. I've long time collaborated with him. My man B Money, out of St. Louis. We both used to work. All three of us used to work at Fab Beats together. As you know, you guys talk about Fab Beats. So that was, you know, these are dudes now I've known for years. I've known Polo for a number of years, and you know, I'm just happy that they could be a part of it. And I hope y'all dig it. And when it comes out,
so what's the title? What is the title? Yeah, what's the title?
It's actually called Hindsight, and it was supposed to be Hindsight 2020, but now I don't even want it. I don't want it attached to 2020, so it's coming out in 2021.
Yeah.
I don't know what's the deal with foul language, but FUCK 2020. Yeah, so I'm gonna try to come out right after 2020.
I can feel you. We can all feel you. Allora abbiamo chiesto dei nuovi progetti. Let me translate for a sec. Abbiamo chiesto di nuovi progetti all'orizzonte e quello collettivo è ancora da definire, mentre nel breve c'è un progetto che uscirà a questo punto nel 21 perché è un anno maledetto, quindi non c'è ragione per affrettarsi di farlo uscire.
È vero anche una cosa che, come si dice, in inglese suona meglio 2020, cioè 2020, perché suona meglio. Suona meglio di 2021, sicuramente. Però secondo me gli porterà più fortuna.
Vale la pena rischiare di non avvantaggiarsi del suono.
Sì, esatto, esattamente.
A questo punto.
Comunque nel frattempo, non so se perché è passata l'ora dell'equatore o qualcosa di simile, mi sei scomparso, Max, sei diventato Max the Darkman. Sei completamente al buio, quindi sei una lucina.
Sì, perché mi illumino di luce naturale, oramai sta facendo buio. They were telling me that in the meantime I got darker because I'm using the natural light, so I'm trying to minimize on the I only got some background light.
That's cool.
Cool. Okay. What are your last words for the fans in Italy? Do you have anything you would like to address to our fans in Italy or to the hip hop heads in Italy?
I mean, first off, we've been to Italy twice and we loved it. The first time I went to Italy, it was with Company Flow. Yeah. It was a tour, and I think it was us, Company Flow, and who else was there? Mr. Liff. Great tour. That was around 99. Or maybe it was 2000. And then after that, we came through, not even that long ago. Actually, one of the songs that's on the project, I debuted it there. Never performed it anywhere other than in Italy. That was in Naples.
In Naples.
Yeah. And so what I got to say is, I love Italy, and can't wait to get back out there. And between the food and the people and the vibe,
if I remember, maybe you come with Oyosha. He's a younger guy that's coming from Naples. He's one of the best artists in the underground that we have in Italy.
That's what's up.
He's a producer. He's a greatest MC. He's a greatest freestyler. And also is very great guy that makes something for the social and go, for example, in
social commitments.
Go in the territory of war like Iraq, Iran, to spread to use the rap like a weapon to give away.
Sensibilize,
Well, I'm glad you mentioned that, because if there's anything that I'd like to see more of, and I think that has the art form has gotten away from, is utilizing rap
as
socially,
a message,
as a tool to really address some of these issues.
Spread the word,
and it's I'm definitely disappointed that it's gone away from that. Like it don't always have to be that, but to not use it and that mattered to me is like, is inexcusable.
Yeah, I totally.
Like
agree.
even with the Trump thing, you know what I mean? It was like, I'm glad I got my record out, and I know a couple other people did. There was a great record from De La, but we should have had. This should have been albums and albums.
Massive, yeah. Should have been massive.
Destroying that person, and I wonder why not. The YG joint, the F Donald Trump. That people needed that, and when that and we needed more of it. So that's for everybody. That's for everybody. Like shout out to everybody using this to tell stories and to as the wonderful art form that it is to make points. We need more of that.
Yeah, definitely. Traduciamo quest'ultimo passaggio. Let me translate this. Allora mandano tanto amore, tanta passione al pubblico italiano perché sono già stati qui a due riprese, una volta con il Company Flow e un'altra volta come solista, e si sono trovati molto bene, il cibo, l'accoglienza, l'energia, e riguardo anche alla possibilità di utilizzare la musica come mezzo di sensibilizzazione, di impegno sociale, sono assolutamente in favore di questo, anzi è una delle prerogative che purtroppo si è persa, e soprattutto in questo momento politicamente difficile si sarebbe aspettata molta più iniziativa di brani che andavano proprio a denunciare i problemi del popolo americano in questo periodo molto difficile, e brani che andavano a accusare, anche a denunciare i problemi dell'abuso di ufficio da parte del presidente.
Esatto, sì.
Innominato.
Tra l'altro stiamo aspettando che faccia la cazzata finale, giusto per almeno non sembrare troppo superficiali. Sai che lui ha un sacco di problemi che sono stati messi in stand-by perché diventava presidente, soprattutto a livello fiscale. Potrebbe darsi l'amnistia prima di andare via dalla Casa Bianca. Se fa quest'ultima porcata, secondo me viene fuori una rivoluzione.
Yeah, the De La joint, the Remove 4-5. I had that one on my charts.
Yeah, that was a good.
I have a weekly American Top 50 charts, and I put that charts with all the featurings of Chuck D, Pheromones, Talib Kweli, and then
my song, fellow Bronx brother, my song.
Good. Well. Anything you would like to add, Buddy? Would you like to add anything else that was not covered in the? It's hard to get everything wrapped up in one episode, but so on a musical level, what are the sounds that fascinate you the most now, Buddy?
Slim?
Yeah, Slim. We
Your
can't
mic
hear
is
you.
off.
Your mic's off. Try to put your mic on.
Try now. Oh, it's not working.
Hi, I'll go down and bring the phone so he can use it. Hold
Okay.
on, just give 1 second.
Nel frattempo abbiamo anche parlato che quando sono stati in Italia, l'ultima volta sono stati proprio a Napoli, come si dice?
Esatto.
Invitati da Oyoshe. Abbiamo parlato anche dell'attività che fa Oyoshe di sensibilizzazione utilizzando il rap, aiutando i ragazzi.
Yo.
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gli abbiamo fatto una domanda sulla musica. So, what about the sounds that fascinate you more, that somehow draw your attention and somehow raise your interest right now?
Well, being this really the first time I got in because of technical issues, shout out my man Tara Van Poel, who said I had that Corona Wi-Fi. You got jokes. Yeah, I mean, you know, just all sounds that are, you know, that can be manufactured to make some good hip hop music. You know, I love the interview. Breeze touched on a lot, you know, in reference to different sounds and what's going on. But you know, it's really hip hop. You guys, what you doing, what we're continuing to do as a company, you know, like you said, just some final points. I mean, you know, you say you got that top 50 thing. I hope you got that Devil's Advocate by Breezy Brewing on that. Also on, you know, Matic Entertainment or Matic Records, which is our company. You know, we have Ray Fogues, who was lead MC for the group of DJO back in the days. We dropping out his stuff in a few weeks, and vinyl to follow up. The Breeze Brewing album coming out in 2021, and you know, we got some other things in the work. You know, 2 joints on this new War on Terror album by Terror Fabulous that Breeze is featured on, as well as Queen Heroine. So we out here working. So it's really whatever sounds is helping to push the art form, help to get those messages out, like you say, you know, having platforms like this that we can talk about it. You know, we appreciate y'all, and like I said, shout out Max. You know what I mean? Hopefully when all this craziness is over, we could, you know, come see y'all on the other side of the pond. Shout out, you know what I mean, to Master 5, Sister Red, you know, Brother Street. And sorry for the Corona Wi-Fi and the mess up, but I'm happy that I'm at least able to chime in.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. The message has been coming across regardless. So thanks again for your time and for allowing us to share this Thanksgiving holiday that you have in a constructive way. We really appreciated it, and it's great to have you here. And we will definitely include the new material in our airplay and in our charts, most definitely, because that kind of chart is exactly for this kind of music that we were mentioning.
So also
shout out EQE, you know, my man P for hooking it up. You know, always on the lookout. Look forward to working more with you, Max.
That's my man.
And you know, coming back when we have some new material in the works. You know, when that Ray Folks hit the streets, and when that new Breezy Brewing is on the sonic airwaves. But happy Thanksgiving to everybody involved. You know, shout out to the team for you know, dealing with Big Brother and trying to work even on a holiday. But really appreciate the opportunity, and shout out to, you know, all the hip hop heads out there.
Shout out to y'all, man.
Yeah, thanks. Really
shout out to y'all
appreciate
for
it.
keeping this hip hop going, man. You know what I mean? It's extremely important. Thank y'all.
Before you go,
looking forward to see you again.
So before you go, I gotta say that there is a trapper in the comment that writes that there is 2 tracks with you in his album. The name is Terror Van Poel. Did you understand what I say? There is Terror Van Poel that you are the guest in the album 2 tracks. Yeah. So I call him a new trapper.
Yeah, not my brother, man.
Yeah. He's a friend of us.
Cool.
You follow us.
Yeah, Terror was with us twice in the past couple of weeks ago and 2 months ago. So
yeah, shout out Lena King.
He's a legend.
Lena King, Terror Van.
Exactly. Vinny Idol.
Right.
Yeah, he was.
In Italy,
I just wanted to say thank you and shout out, love to Italy, all that good stuff. I gotta go cook some mac and cheese for the fam. Love y'all.
I can feel you. Okay, take care.
We're waiting.
All right.
Okay, I'll see you again soon, and we'll exchange material so I can put you on the charts and in our airplay. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, Max, I gotta hit you with all the new stuff.
Love y'all.
Yeah, hit me up.
Peace, everybody.
Bye, guys.
Okay, take care.
Appreciate y'all, man. BX Jugs, Matic Rex.
Yeah, Matic, that's what's up.
E voilà, li abbiamo avuti qua e insomma un po' l'emozione, un po' il mio, come si dice, Italian English, Italian English che lascia desiderare, ma insomma ce l'abbiamo fatta.
Ma no, dai,
grazie Max.
Ti sei fatto capire, andava tutto bene.
In ultima battuta, come avete capito, hanno fatto un sacco di saluti e proprio verso la fine è passato a fare un saluto virtuale proprio nei commenti Terror Vampoo, che dice che proprio nel suo album ci sono 2 tracce dove sono ospitati i Juggernaut.
Sì, hanno collaborato insieme, infatti è un continuo rimando, anche un follow up, un sequel ai nostri ospiti. C'è sempre una linea, un fil rouge, come direbbero i francesi.
Come dice la sigla,
il filo conduttore.
Il filo conduttore è il sapore.
Exactly.
Va bene, allora si è arrivati alla fine. Max, io ti ringrazio della disponibilità come al solito. Adesso poi andiamo a rompere. Lo sai che sto rompendo le scatole a Ray the Rugged Man? Dobbiamo buttare dentro, che sicuramente sarebbe una puntata potentissima, anche perché ultimamente è abbastanza sarcastico, più del solito.
Quindi lo invitiamo a fianco alla Eco Red.
Esatto, lei è contenta.
Già sono sempre in imbarazzo, figuriamoci.
A posto siamo così. Allora
grande.
ti salutiamo, e se ci sei stasera il link ce l'hai, puoi entrare in qualsiasi momento.
Sì, non credo stasera, però volentieri quando sono libero.
Hai paura che ti facciamo ballare davanti alla webcam direttamente? Va bene, ti saluto allora Max.
Grazie, a presto.
Ciao Max.
Ciao.
Allora, siamo arrivati verso la fine. Tu paventavi che non c'era tempo per fare, allora non c'è tempo. Tanto non ti sei preparato
il pezzo. Ma io lo sapevo.
Però no, in realtà, proprio per lanciare, diciamo, un po' per legarlo agli ospiti che abbiamo avuto, è un po' per lanciare quello che succederà, diciamo, questa sera alle 9:30. E abbiamo scelto il giovedì perché non ci sono le partite.
Ma stasera gioca a Napoli invece.
Guardate, Madonna, mi sa che è una partita importante, tra l'altro. Sarà dura per loro, anzi secondo me sono anche molto più motivati, però abbiamo ancora quei pochi minuti per riuscire a buttare in mezzo il buon Stritti, che cioè in questa intervista è stato fondamentale.
Tanto quanto me.
Io ascoltavo e capivo.
Ciao, sono Stritti e stai ascoltando E che non lo sai?
E che non lo sai? Lo sai, e che non lo sai.
We got flavor.
È che durante l'intervista non parlo perché, visto che parlo tutta la settimana, Max c'è solo stavolta, faccio parlare a lui, no?
Infatti è per spirito di sacrificio, insomma.
Ma anch'io.
Per la squadra, capisco.
Poi ho sentito Street, proprio l'ha detto proprio bene, come l'ha proprio. Sente che sono lì.
Ho visto che sei emozionato, insomma. Allora, cosa ci hai proposto oggi?
Allora, oggi c'è un pezzo di New Jack Swing, però non metto i soliti noti, come si dice, ma metto un gruppo che si chiama Whistle, che si chiama come il gruppo Old School Whistle, ma non è lui, è un altro gruppo. Il pezzo è del 1990 ed rappresenta totalmente lo spirito originale, diciamo, del New Jack Swing, quindi proprio il modo di cantare classico del New Jack, con questo proprio swing che lo caratterizza, e anche a livello di comunque arrangiamenti, molto più di un Braxton Effect che lo fa Repato, un Fresh Prince o un Gran Puba o i Hidden Play, che comunque ogni gruppo poi si rivolge un po' al pubblico che è sempre stato, quindi chi ha l'hip hop, chi ha il soul classico. Invece gruppi come Whistle, i Portrait o gli Arts and Craft, che sono meno conosciuti, hanno questo sound invece più puro, diciamo, che quello che ricerca un po' l'amante di chi ama il New Jack Swing. Quindi io dopo 20 anni ho trovato il vinile a $1 in un negozio di New York, e loro
di culo,
yes, Whistle con Bad Habit.
Yeah.
Yo, all I got
Yo, check this out, man. Oh, yeah. This is what I'm talking about, boy. I'm with this. Yo, Silver, Turk. Remember those girls we were talking about just the other day? Well, check this out. Craze, Jazz, kick the ballistics, boy.
involved with a girl that says she loves me, but it feels like I'm in jail. I try to leave her, but it always fails. I'm never mad for long, and don't write, she says I'm wrong, but she'll apologize. She always does, so I'm not surprised. If I had the perfect alibi, not only would she know, I would go straight home, pack my bags and leave. I don't love her like I used to, at least I don't think so. But there is one thing that I've come to believe: bad habit. I'm not gonna stand here and argue with you. In fact, I'm out of here. Bad habit. In love with a girl that I think of, but things ain't happening now. I wanna leave her, but I don't know how. Paid my dues, and if you were in my shoes, you'd see why I have to go. If I leave her, I'll hurt her so. I had the perfect alibi, not only would she know, I would go straight home and pack my bags and leave. I don't love her like I used to, at least I don't think so. But there is one thing that I've come to believe: bad habits. Bad habits.
Vabbè, io volevo essere in quel periodo là protagonista solo ed esclusivamente per vestirmi così. Adesso poi non so se lo è anche per te.
Sono tipici quelli, comunque siamo persi il rap che comunque era sempre presente nel New Jack, ma anche fighissimo le calzature, specialmente sti mocassini di dubbio gusto.
Sì, tra l'altro. Però, cioè, effettivamente guardavo, penso ieri una roba, ecco qua il rap, sentilo. Mi ricorda un po' la metrica di un rapper italiano di Ancona, però non riesco a ricordarmi il nome.
Sì, un po'. Infatti sono un incubo.
Dicevo che
però
ieri ho visto la foto di una modella di cui mi ricordo le tette ma non mi ricordo il nome. Scusate, purtroppo è proprio il mio istinto da animale bestia. Dicevo però cosa aveva di particolare? Che lei girava con questo cappotto, con questa scollatura, calzini fino alle ginocchia e i mocassini. Penso che sia la cosa meno sexy dopo una gara di rutti, penso. Quindi...
Ma quando una è bella,
non so come mai.
Ma quando uno è bella ha degli occhi così, i mocassini passano
per me,
piano,
esatto, chi se ne frega, dai.
Va bene, allora.
Beh, guarda, la calzatura ha il suo perché.
Sì, infatti, vogliamo parlare della copertina di J-Lo?
Appunto, abbiamo parlato nella chat ampiamente, in maniera approfondita. Diciamo che la cosa più gentile che abbiamo detto è forse culo, per il resto c'è stata una pesantezza, per cui tu Max Bassadone è uscita con una certa classe però.
Lui ha cambiato proprio discorso, cioè
esatto, io proprio l'ho buttato
avanti.
in mezzo di quella volta, lui in un gangbang con lui. Ok ragazzi, domani i Juggaknots spaccano. Bene, perfetto.
Comunque io sono grata di essere in questa chat, perché così vedo anche l'altro lato della medaglia.
Anzi, siamo bravi, adesso è stato un exploit.
Siamo solo bestie, non siamo animali.
Vi state tenendo perché ci sono io dentro la chat, io lo so.
Probabilmente sì. Perché poi vabbè, ogni tanto anch'io arrivo bacchetto, ma poi alla fine degenero. Va bene, allora Stritti, l'appuntamento per stasera 9:30. Ok, abbiamo dato un assaggio.
9:30, tutti presenti, speriamo.
Sì. Stasera avremo come, diciamo, ospite italiano, l'abbiamo avuto questa settimana qua, la puntata scorsa, proprio Frankie Flo, ragazzo che oltre a rappare è molto infognato di new soul e ovviamente essendo giovane non è ferratissimo degli anni 90, però è quella passione che arriva seguendo il genere. E poi avremo direttamente dal Global Hip Hop Summit René John Sandy, che ha proprio inventato l'Hip Hop Summit, che è un una riunione, un summit, un panel dove ci sono varie teste hip hop da tutto il mondo, non necessariamente superstar, però per esempio è sempre presente Cheap Food e Fushnikens, il quale abbiamo anche invitato a partecipare ai nostri special e prima o poi lo butteremo anche dentro, quindi ci sarà anche lui. Salutiamo Simon che ci sta seguendo, Cedric e tutti i ragazzi della ballotta di We Got Flava che ormai butteremo dentro. Per tutti quelli che vogliono partecipare ce lo fanno sapere anche in privato, in DM come si dice, e gli manderemo il link per poter entrare, eventualmente dire qualcosa, salutare. Se poi avete 50 euro a testa meglio ancora.
Entrate sicuri,
entrate sicuri senza neanche sapere cosa dite. Va bene ragazzi, questo è We Got Flava, per oggi abbiamo finito, ci sentiamo più tardi, quindi per lo speciale di We Got Flava, speciale New Jack. Bella, ciao Stretti.
Ciao Stretti.
Ciao.
Ciao Johnny.
Domani, stasera anzi.
Buonanotte.